A young disabled woman walked toward an office, carefully supporting herself with crutches. In her hands was a file containing all of her important documents. Suddenly, she lost her balance, and the file slipped from her hand. Papers scattered across the ground. She looked up and noticed two men standing nearby, watching her. She hoped one of them would help. Instead, one of the men simply turned around and walked into the office without saying a word. The other man paused for a moment. Then, without hesitation, he took off his shirt, spread it on the ground, carefully gathered all of her papers onto it, and handed everything back to her so nothing would be damaged. The young woman smiled warmly, thanked him, and continued on her way. The kind man quietly entered the office as well. Once inside, he sat at his desk and opened an important file, searching for a specific record. No matter how carefully he looked, the document was nowhere to be found. Confused, he became increasingly worried. Moments later, the arrogant man entered the manager's office with the manager, and the two began discussing an important matter. The atmosphere quickly became tense. Soon, the receptionist informed them that the next job applicant had arrived. The door opened, and to everyone's surprise, it was the same disabled woman from outside. She politely took her seat, but before she could explain herself, the arrogant employee began questioning her harshly. Influenced by his attitude, the manager also became strict with her. The kind employee watched helplessly as she struggled to defend herself. Finally, tears filled her eyes. She explained that she desperately needed this job because her family depended on her. Despite her sincerity, she was told that her application could not be accepted because important records were missing from her file. Heartbroken, she quietly left the office. Outside, the manager told the arrogant employee that he had not behaved appropriately. The kind employee overheard the conversation and immediately returned to the manager's office, trying to explain what had really happened. Unfortunately, the manager refused to listen. Disappointed, the kind employee walked outside and found the young woman sitting on the office stairs, crying. He sat beside her and listened as she shared the hardships of her life, explaining how desperately she needed employment to support herself and her family. And said, "I still have some documents. I'll do everything I can to uncover the truth and help make things right."